Cheers.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
you
nother
think
thing.
so? First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening. Welcome to the Men Don't Know podcast. I'm the man of many friends, your host and creator, Chris Boone. And here on the podcast, we talk with a bunch of guys who ask a bunch of women questions over wine and cocktails. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, Chris at mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message. Coy, my guy.
What's going on?
How we living?
How we living?
Man, we living good. Hit back in the studio again. Satin Sheets still here. What up, my guy?
What's going on, baby?
Not much, chilling. Glad to have you here. How's everything?
Everything's great. Man,
question of the day, Coy, as always. We're calling a bunch of women to find out what type of energy do they add into their said boyfriend, husband, guy that they're dating's life. Like, my question is, no offense, women always want to know what the guy's going to bring to the table.
Okay.
I want to know what you bring to my table now.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I built this table.
Yes.
You know, I may have, I may have the main course on the table.
Mm-hmm.
It may be a la carte. Mm-hmm. What sides are you bringing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I need to know. Yeah. And I think it is fair as any man that would want to know. Like, what energy
how do girls
in mind?
factor that? How do girls get to the conclusion though? They talk to their girls, then the girls ask them, "Hey, what does he bring to the table?" Or does she directly ask the guy? Generally,
I think she asked the guy through a series of questions. Okay, what he's bringing to the table,
like what his goals are.
Those
family,
are 5-year plans.
Kids.
Hey, you close with your mother? Okay, he's family oriented, goal oriented. Mm-hmm. He has vision.
So how do we find out?
Exactly.
That's the question.
I mean, if we're not asking the right questions, we may never know. We might just like, man, she's hot and she's crazy. Man. Yeah.
What do you want to? That's the thing. What are your goals as a man? Like, is she gonna help you get there, or is she gonna hold you back from getting there?
And let's start out with our first caller, Roxy.
Hello.
Hey, Roxy. What up?
Hi.
Chilling. I'm here with Coy and Satin Sheets. Fellas, say what's up to Roxy.
Roxy.
What's going on, Roxy?
Hi, guys. Hi.
All right, question of the day. You got time for this one?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Let me ask you this. What do you, in layman's terms, I guess for the question is, you're dating a guy. Obviously, you automatically ask him, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you bring to What do you bring to the table?
Damn, yeah.
Okay. I just feel like Roxy has already hit the guy with a list of questions that she can understand where he's headed in life and what he's bringing to the table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think a man has. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm out here in the ocean fishing with a stick with some sewing machine string. So just want to know what do you feel as what do you bring to the table for a man?
So how long do we have to talk about this?
Oh, buddy. Okay. No, but that, I guess, I always, and mind you, I feel like I know you fairly well. I feel like we've had many of conversations, and yes. I have a very good idea of what you do bring to the table, but I want to know what you like. What
would I say? Like,
yeah, 100%. You're sitting down at the table, dinner. I was like, what do you bring to the table?
I mean, good pussy and my own money.
Ding, ding.
Boy,
Come on.
You can't argue with that.
I feel like the guy would be like, okay, let's go. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You're hired. No.
No. Okay, well, I mean that along with I don't know, a partner, a best friend,
Okay.
a motivator, a rock, like I don't know, kind of.
Damn. Okay. Hey, let me explain something. I think what you think. I think you think being the rock is very is not high in a man's algorithm of what she needs to be bringing to the table. But I think it's
I tend to date very like strong, rugged men, and like the like stronger, more rugged man, the more they need a rock to sit on when they're not being that like strong, rugged man. So like I feel like that concept is like that one man needs somewhere where they could be like vulnerable and not having to be the man all the time. Like a safe space. So I feel like that's so important to be like that safe space for like your dude.
I like that. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean,
like the most like non-judgmental, free, open, like safe space for everything. Like that goes in the bedroom, outside the bedroom, talking about dreams, goals, life. Like you should be that safe, non-judgmental place for them. Whatever they need to talk about or experience or do.
Let me ask you this: do you think a lot of men don't feel like that with their partner? Let me ask you this: in the relationships you know of, do you feel that a guy does not feel secure enough to come to that partner with what you're saying that you bring to the table?
Yes, because they're not going. Well, I only know that because they're not going to their partner to talk about it. They're coming to me to talk about it.
And that's what I'm talking about. So
yeah, where I'm like, why are we talking about? Like, why aren't you telling them? Well, I just feel like she's going to get mad or she's not going to understand or she's going to think I'm weird or like whatever.
Do you think women sometimes don't have a level of well, once again, I guess that is with the partner you choose.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I feel like women come from a more selfish place than like a place of trying to understand their partner.
All right, cool. We get it. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you could relate it to anything, I guess, the bedroom, if they want to try, this, it's like, oh, well, do they want to try that because they don't want to look at me from the front because like my stomach's getting bigger, like they only want to hit it from the back. Now we're in tune. He's just like, no, I want to try this new position. Like it's very simple, but women take things just so more than what a man like needs it to be. But I think that goes like sexually, like new job wise, career wise. Like if a man's like, hey, I have this new like job idea that I want to chase, women can get very insecure, like, oh, is he going to make a lot of money and leave me? Is he going to put too much effort into this job and not have time for me? Like I feel like women struggle putting themselves in their man's shoes and just take what they're saying more of how it's going to affect them than how it's affecting their dude. Does that make sense?
No. Try, and let me explain something to you. All men are doing this for you right now. All men are. When men hear this in the car, this is what they doing right now. When you saying all this shit.
Should I just put the soundbite on my Hinge profile?
I mean, it's just I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think a lot of guys are, quote unquote, in that position where they.
Like they can't talk about things.
Yeah, and
I promise you, it's just like it's like the same. Like if you're not sucking their dick, someone else is. I believe more so. It's like if you're not talking to him about it, he's talking to someone else about it.
Ooh.
And that doesn't mean necessarily cheating. Just like
if
they have to talk about it, and if you're not their person to talk to, they're gonna find their own person to talk to.
That's true.
Yeah. Damn.
We all got to get it out somehow.
I know. Do you think she's always going to be the one? Well, why didn't you tell me?
Oh, 100%. That's how it always comes back around. Yeah.
And then what is the ultimate response? I feel like and hear me out. I feel like when guys will test the water. Like we'll tap the stove to see how hot it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we'll throw little tidbits of a different scenario out there on a lesser known problem that's not really nothing to us. and we'll see how she deals with
With
that. It's
that.
like, oh shit, well, I definitely ain't saying shit
Yeah.
to her after the
Yeah.
way she
Yeah.
acting like this
Yeah.
and calling me crazy and stupid. Like, nah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Oh, that's so true.
So I think, I mean,
I think a lot of men don't want to, like for example, the position thing she was talking about. Some men don't want to hurt their girl feelings, or they don't know how to communicate what they really want with a woman.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes if you're not clear, she's gonna assume that you're, being, saying that she's big, or you're trying to say something bad about her. So it's important to.
Well, I had a dude friend recently, like, we were talking about blowjobs and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, my girl, like, I wish you paid more attention to my balls. Like, I feel like she's scared of them." And I'm like, "Well, then tell her that. Like, show her how you want them done." He's like, "No, like, I'm gonna tell her," and she's gonna be like, "Oh, is it because like sucking your dick isn't good enough? I gotta like do your balls now too, you know?" And I'm like, "Well, there's no way you could like, no, just tell her." And he's like, "No, I can overhear what she's gonna say." And I'm like, "Dang, that sucks."
Just how to take it to the
Like,
next
that
level.
sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sucks. That like you just can't be like, "Hey, babe, like, can you do that?" Like he's afraid or already knows she's gonna be like about it, you know? Like, and dude, he's gonna end up finding else to suck his balls because she won't. Like that sucks.
She has her lips on his dick already. What?
Yeah.
What? Not,
Yeah.
just say it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I know. Like you get sassy, the boys, your mans get scared of you. You know, they don't want to rock the boat too much all the time.
Oh yeah. Hey. He don't want. He's not trying to put water in the boat. That's how you sink a ship.
And sometimes a lot of men, they look at their women, the woman that they're serious about, in a more prudish kind of way, where, we get freaky, we get wild, but if I say, how about I do something really, really nasty? I'm not trying to say what I was getting ready to say, but let's say I'll do something really nasty to you.
We know sad.
And you scared because you like, what she's thinking, like, I'm crazy or something, like, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, Roxy, we're gonna let you go as always. I appreciate you. We are gonna figure out a day to get you in live, but
yeah, you guys are the best. Yeah, let me know. That'd be so fun.
All right, take it easy.
See you, Rock.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. All right, let's call my sister. For some reason, she's a fan favorite too. Maybe because she don't lie and she don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
Hey.
Hey, what are you up to? Chilling. Hopefully.
Relaxing.
All right, I'm here with Coy and Satin. Coy, say what's up to Nina.
Hey, what's up, Nate?
Hi.
What's going on? What's going on? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Get this fool out of here. Anyway, all right, Nina, we want to know what you bring to the table in a relationship.
Do we really have enough time? No, I'm just kidding.
Every woman say that. And I gotta give her the applause because my sister, but damn.
I mean, there's just so much. Like, what do I bring to the table? I mean, I bring it all. I bring it all. Like, it's okay. Personal assistant, you got one. Someone who's going to lift you up. Who's going to be there when times are rough.
Woo, okay, see, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there and hit this. Let me ask you this. Do you think men feel like a lot of women will leave them when times get rough? And why?
Most definitely. Yeah.
Ouch.
Let me ask you this. Why?
I feel like the men who feel like their significant other would leave them when times get rough, don't really believe in their partner. That would be really the only reason. Like, you don't believe in your partner. You think that she's only there or he's there when times are good. But times are, no matter what people see on social media or whatnot, there's always going to be times that are rough. Just, every definition is different of rough times. But if you're only there for the good time, then that's not a partner. That's just a friend. If that. Yeah.
True.
For sure.
Let me ask you this. And do you think it's hard for men to have a woman that's going to be his rock?
You know what? I don't think it is,
Okay.
but I do think that it can be maybe uncomfortable at times, or just I think that's like that for women and men, because I feel like both people have once upon a time have been disappointed.
Yes.
So it is hard, but like when it happens, it just happens. It just falls into place. Sometimes it truly happens, and who you're with when it's like the most unexpected thing, which can really just be like a death of a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's like one where it's just dropped in your lap, and either they're going to be there to support, whether they're just sitting next to you and, just stroking your head, or just, asking if you need anything. But yeah, it's hard, but I feel like once it happens, it's like such a breath of fresh air, like a relief. Like, yeah.
I mean, I feel like the easiest thing that women will always say, "Oh, I'm a good listener. I bring money to the table. I can provide for myself." I don't think men need any of that.
No.
I think like you said, I feel like men need a woman. Men need to know this woman is going to be here when we're on top ramen and noodles, as well as when we're at filet mignon and lobster.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's for both too, but more for men. I do feel like, cause for those who want that role though, not every, So that's
those
the thing.
who want that role. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
I always feel like, well, it depends on what stage of the relationship. Are we just talking about dating or marriage?
No. Go ahead. It's all stages.
All stages.
To be honest with
Because
you.
if I'm thinking marriage and something like more serious and more committed, like I'm looking for a creative problem solver. Like, because when it gets rough, I need somebody who's going to be able to work with me so we can help work through the problem. Not like, okay, nigga, figure it out. Good luck. You a man. Figure it out, man up. And I think that's kind of what I'd be looking for at the base level. And then that should be able to fit into everything she's talking about. Like, I'm there for you. I'm going to uplift you and all that
stuff. You need a problem solver in your life?
Create a problem solver.
I like
Because life is going to get hard. It's not going to be peaches and cream all the time.
Creative problem solver.
Creative problem solver.
I like that. I didn't think.
Yeah, no, but you have to realize you'll figure out if that's the person that she is, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because there are women who are like, okay, they only want certain things, and if you don't give them, if they don't get them, okay, then bye-bye. But I also feel like men can see that. Men and women can see all the red flags, all the caution signs. But we're like, oh, but she has such a good heart, blah, blah, blah. We just, we do that for whatever reason.
Right.
But yeah, no. Nowadays, I mean, I've seen it to where, people, and I say people, want to live that what they call like that social media life. That life
my
is
goodness.
fake. It's like, it's so fake, but people think it's real. Like,
It's real. It's not real.
And it's not real on any planet. Is it real? And so people are sadly mistaken, but people get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And so you really need to know, like, okay, well, this is me. It's not all, like roses and sunshine. There will be rainy days. There will be thunderstorms, but you just have to find the person who's willing to go through it. And I do believe it or not, I do believe that there's a lot of people that are willing to. It's just people have been hurt so many times. And now that, I just feel like the dating game has changed. And now all the apps, I mean, just the stories that I've heard from my boyfriend and his friends, I didn't go through them though. Like all these, I'm like, oh my God. And then all their like their girlfriends who are on the other, are looking for boyfriends and all their stories. And I honestly say, I think I was very fortunate. I mean, I had like a few little cuckoos, but nothing like they had.
Right.
Like they, it was crazy.
Right.
So it's just crazy because sometimes I honestly feel, I think it's in California. Because when he has a lot of friends like that live in the East Coast and stuff, they don't have these situations. Because people are still going out talking. Like he has a few friends from like back east, like New York. They do not but they're different. They're a different breed. They're like, this is what I want, this is how we'll go get it, we're gonna do it together. You know what I'm saying? They're like boom, boom, bam. We're here, they're just very superficial.
It's very all these pretenses.
It's wild, like some of the stories that I've heard, and I was like, oh my God, thank God. And I'm like, oh, thank God I'm done. I think we were both on our last leg. But yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you as always. I'll hit you up later.
All right. You guys have fun.
Thank you.
Bye.
No, I like a lot of what she said, especially the fact that she said, I am going to be there when shit gets fucking hard.
Yes.
Let's call Ginger. See what she up to. Sorry.
Hello.
Hey, what up? How you living?
I'm great. Long time no talk.
I know. I'm here with Coy and Satin. Fellas, say what's up, Ginger.
Ginger, what's going on?
Hello.
What's going on, Ginger? How you doing?
Hey,
He's the best radio voice.
The worst part about it, I swear, this is how he always talks. Like even off the, not on the podcast. That's just and let me tell you, the voice and it's like Theo from '92. But anyways, let's get back to business. Question of it, and let me explain something to you. I've heard quite a few different answers on this question alone. And I thought I was only going to hear one answer, but it's kind of crazy. And so I'm actually very curious to hear what you're about to say.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of times women already know what men bring to the table, i.e. whether you're asking them 5-year plan, vision, focus, life, family, yada, yada, yada. But what is one thing you could say you bring to the table, in a relationship for a man?
Ooh, I think the first thing that comes to mind in the beginning of what I offer, I'm a very good listener.
Okay.
And I am very good at being, I'm very good at conversation. So, I mean, I think that just flows naturally for me. I kind of have good chemistry with just about everybody, but I mean, there's different depths, but I love a good conversation. And I think one of the most common compliments I guess I've received when dating is that I'm very mentally stimulating.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Once again, didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I'm a sapiosexual, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like the intellectualism.
Get him out of here. Coy, okay.
Keep him on.
Okay. Even Satin said this, and it kind of hit differently because I don't know if I thought about this, but it's very true what he said. He said he needs a woman that's a creative problem solver, and I was like, wow. I didn't.
That is very precise, and but that's really good though.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because a lot of people don't know what they want anymore.
Yeah. Wait, break that down again.
Well, you're going to go through tough times. It's not always going to be peaches and cream. So you need to find someone that when it gets really, really hard, she's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. All right, I know you're going through this. Because you may not be right in the moment. Like as men, we're always known to be the rock, the cornerstone, all these other things. But that's why you have a partner with you. So she can also be that rock for you as well. And how do we move through this tough time together? The loss of a loved one, financial troubles, et cetera, et cetera. how do we work together when it's hard?
Yeah.
You know, and then that's the most important. I think that's the most important thing above everything else.
Yeah. See,
Agreed. I totally agree.
I said that because I was like, yeah, I need that. Like, yeah, I don't know if I would have put it like that, but that I need to put that on the list. Like, I mean, it's true though. Like,
well, and also too, it just depends on who you're asking. Because, like, I mean, there's men and women out there that aren't looking for that long-term thing yet, or they don't even really know what they're looking for. They just want to kind of date and figure it out along the way. But me, since I've dated a lot, I know that that's what I offer. And then, I mean, I already know what I'm looking for in different situations. Ultimately, I'm looking for a husband, but
100%.
I know, I can tell what someone offers to the table, what they bring, and sometimes it doesn't necessarily fit what I want. But yeah, I think I'm very mentally stimulating, and I think that
no, let me explain something to you. That is very big.
Yeah,
that is very big. I mean, I guess for certain guys. I want to say that's very.
Because some guys don't mind if the girl is dumber than a box of rocks.
Yeah,
and they're okay with that. She's fine as hell, but she's dumb as hell. And
I've done check please plenty of times. I've done check please plenty of times. Like that. No, come on.
I think it comes from my I'm very
no, for real. Like
psychologically in tune with people.
I'm sorry.
I like
Satin's just laughing
brain.
Satin's laughing at me because I said check. Yeah, I was, I tell people all the time, like, I've been out on a date and then date started at 8:30. I was back home in bed by 9:15. Like that, bro. Dog, I'm not gonna die at the table of a restaurant. I'm here because I wanted a certain meal today. And I've been craving this. So I took a girl out and I was like, let me just eat this and go. This is all I wanted all week. And she's like, oh my God, like, let me Snapchat the food and this, and let me just eat this and go. Like.
I have I know this is kind of a side thing. I know we're using it right now, but
yeah, go ahead.
I feel like, and your sister talked about this earlier, the social media thing, I feel like has really messed a lot of stuff. And I'm, younger-ish. Yeah. And I feel like I wasn't dating in the 90s and in the 80s and the early 2000s. I'm doing it now, during social media. And I just feel like it's changed a lot because everything seems to be about the gram, how I look, filters, et cetera, et cetera. Do you feel like that's kind of jaded the way people look at folks, and we're so superficial now that we don't care enough about the substance?
For sure it is.
Yeah.
Ginger?
I have a lot to say about social media.
Floor is yours.
Because the reason why I used to knock social media, and I used to think like it was such a big distraction, this, that. I think it's really how you look at it. And I think as long as people are using it in moderation, because it's part of this generation. It's part of, like, personally, I've dated a lot this year, and it's all been through social media. And so I've met a lot of connections. I've met a lot of different people who are what they say they are. And I've had a lot of good experiences, but I will say, you really do have to figure out who you're talking to on social media. One, like, because a lot of people are fake on there, and they're like portraying a lifestyle or something that they're really not. So, but other than that, I think it's a big distraction for people. I think that people compare themselves too much. And I, especially, well, I wouldn't say especially women, because like men will also compare themselves to their lifestyles that they see that are absolutely not what it really is.
Yeah.
So I think it is a very big
both sides
distraction in that way. But I know that personally. So like, I know that I'm not going to go compare. I don't trip over other women that I see on there. I'm like, oh my God, they're so gorgeous. They're prettier than me. Like, who does that? Like, I know what I am.
You go to her house and she has no furniture. Hey, it happened to my buddy. Nah, hell nah. My boy.
The Bow Wow challenge?
Nah, I mean, my boy went out with a girl. He went back to her place. She had no furniture. I'm talking about.
Okay, what is no furniture?
No
mean?
furniture.
Like not a chair, not a couch.
A blow up mattress in her room. That was it.
That's it.
No furniture. And I'm saying no furniture. I'm
Hey,
saying
she got a roof over her head.
How long she living there, bruh?
She had a roof over her head.
I mean, Dag, no furniture.
I can't even knock it.
Nah, you know they get furniture away free on Craigslist. First of all,
How long she living there,
That's
bro?
true.
it doesn't matter,
If you just moved in there,
bro. It does not matter. Where did you come from? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me like you didn't know you weren't going to move out.
Give him a chance.
No, yeah, I've got questions. Like you said, I've got questions.
I mean, I do got questions, but I mean,
No.
I mean, that's extreme.
No furniture. Yeah, no, bro. Like, I mean,
If you can afford to pay the
no, bro. No.
You should
They
be able to
give
have some
furniture. No. You can go on Craigslist right now and put furniture
true,
free.
that's true.
You can type in. I mean, you can click the free button
true.
and put furniture, and you can fill your
Facts.
whole room up.
Facts.
And you want to know how I know? I have a friend that did it.
Yeah.
So stop playing with me.
Unused too, by
I
the
mean,
way.
used, unused. I don't know. He had a dinette set. Let me explain something to you. And I'm talking about this guy. This guy was, he was. It was very. He's very exotic and elusive, when he did it. I am sorry for cutting in, Ginger, but let me explain something to you. I'm talking about he got a U-Haul truck, rented it for the day, and by the end of the day, he had a sectional couch. He had a queen bed in his room.
Ooh, nice.
He had dining room table. He had lamps and tables. He had and granted he had 16 glasses. They all said Bud Light because it was some type of it didn't matter. But he got all his furniture, cups,
everything.
glassware, everything for free on Craigslist because people were like moving, come pick it up, moving, come pick it up, moving, come pick it up.
I just thought of a business idea. But anyway, go on.
And he had a 60-inch like it was a tube TV, but he had it. It was the big boy with the tube in the back. But he had it. He had it. I couldn't even it's like kind of like you want to hate, but he was like he had.
At least he made the moves.
He made the moves to when I came there, I was sitting on the couch, I was watching TV.
I mean, you're not complaining.
It was furnished.
Exactly.
It was furnished. So that's why I'm saying, that's a thinker. He's outside the box.
That's a coordinator. Yeah, that's a coordinator.
I mean, that's the guy you need in your life.
Yes.
He's built off of solutions.
Mm-hmm. Solutions.
That's what I need to.
That problem solving. I keep telling you about that problem
I
solving.
need a woman that's solutions based. We can dwell about the problem, but I need a woman that's solutions based.
What can we do? How can we fix the problem?
How can we get from this? I think honestly, and I think that's another. I don't want to say that's never all women, but that is. I don't know if today's woman is solutions based.
I think it's a very confused generation too of what the other opposite sex wants from the other opposite sex.
Very true.
Because perfect example. Why are women going and getting? I'm not knocking anybody. Do whatever you want with your body, but at the same time, why are women? I'm posing the question: why are women going and getting BBLs and all these fake ass? The first thing they'll say is, "Oh, well, the men like it," and then every single man I have personally asked, they all say, "I have no idea where the hell that answer came from," because men do not even like that. Nope. Like if it's like the real fake asses like those. And so my point is, it's like we're all very confused on what each other want because the communication sucks.
Yes.
People don't know how to communicate anymore.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with that.
Agreed.
So I forcefully communicate now, which can be very exhausting, but I do it because I get it out on the table in the beginning, and if the person comes back and communicates with me and it becomes a back and forth thing, then we're good. But if it doesn't, then you just don't know how to communicate, and I'm not there to teach you.
Exactly. Yeah. Wait 60 minutes or 6 months? Your choice.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
But the communication thing is hard sometimes for some folks because you literally have to say, this is what I mean. I don't mean this. I mean this. Because sometimes when women hear certain things from men, they think that they mean something else. They just take it a different way. Vice versa. That we both do the same things.
And that's why I would rather, I always tell people, best thing that ever happened to anybody, dating somebody in a pandemic. Hey, I can find out exactly where you stand.
Almost everything
right now. I can
spend a lot of hours with
and that's why I always tell people always get mad at me, and I'm saying, take her on a trip, take her on 4 or 5 nights where you guys are just, it's you and her.
Yeah.
You get to realize a lot of things. It's like the regular gestures that she unknowingly does, shit like that, where shit's gonna slip, and everybody can play that facade for so long, and then some shit's gonna slip up.
Right.
And you're like, oh, what do you mean by that?
I'm very big on that. Like, as soon as I meet somebody, people think I'm very forward. I'm like, no, I want to meet you in person. I want to see how you are, how you conduct yourself, how you treat the waiter. Like, I'm very big on, like, right away. I give a lot of respect to a man if they're assertive, like, instantly. Like, when can I see you? I don't think that's weird at all.
Nope.
I think I love that more than anything.
Put it on the table. Yeah. And it's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, no offense. I'm with it. It's like, I need to know exactly who you are in the first 30 minutes. And like Coy does. Coy does the research. Coy will know exactly who he's walking into. Yeah. From a research side, and then within I would say the first hour and a half, Coy could figure out who he's talking to.
You got to screen these women now.
I think everybody needs to screen everybody.
They screen us. So it's fair game.
They for sure Google Joe behind before she.
It's free information.
It's an interview.
It is.
Yeah, without doubt.
It's like to me, it's a no pressure interview. It's kind of like, okay, you're just seeing like how each other fit. Like, is this going to be a first date, only date, or is this going to be like a continuous thing? Yeah. I personally, because I vibe and I have such good chemistry with most people, if we're not passing the first date, then chances are there's not going to be a second.
There you go.
Like, some people, you got to kind of feel it out.
Are there situations where you think that maybe he just had a bad game? Sometimes folks, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just had a bad game that day. And he's like, you could tell he got some skills, he got some handles, but today he doesn't have a good game. He wasn't hitting no shots. He wasn't hitting. It was awkward.
He was under the weather. He was under the weather.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, because
I never thought about that. That's a good question.
It's possible that you meet him on a second time.
Actually, yes, there's been a couple this year that I did do that with, and sure enough, I was right the first time.
But you saw promise in him. It wasn't just like,
Let me ask you this next. Now I'm curious. You double back for game 2. What did you see in game 1 that was like, I knew,
He deserves another shot.
Yeah. Well, the reason I think that we just, there's only so many hours in the first date, so it's kind of like a little short window, and the job that he has is very busy and travels a lot. So I kind of felt like, one, he was a little distracted. He was on the rise of being super busy pretty soon, and so it was kind of hard to get so much out of him to get to know him in 2 hours. So I think that there was a lot on his mind and what was coming up and all that stuff. So that's why I gave him a second shot. And when I did, he showed up in sweats, and I showed up looking really nice. And I was like, yeah, I'm never going to see you again.
How much does that kill a date? When you go,
what?
How much does that kill a date? When you go top 5 and he goes nothing at all?
Oh my God.
How did you show up in sweats? Where were you at? Where were you at that you would show up looking good?
Hey, give you a heads up, Ginger. Let me give you a warning. Coy's about to really start cooking you. So
why was he in sweats?
Go ahead.
Okay. You're asking also somebody that's dated, pro athletes, and a lot of them wear comfortable clothes. And so that's another thing I've noticed. I showed up to my first date to Nobu one time, and the guy wore sweats and a hat. But that's just their lifestyle.
That's fine.
So it depends. But I would
lifestyle.
Right. I would like if you would at least set the tone for me. Like, I mean, if I'm thinking I'm going to Nobu, I'm going to be wearing a nice dress. So you're definitely, we're going to be looking different.
You would think.
Yeah, you would think.
Athlete,
right.
Wait, athlete.
Yeah.
Well, it was an athlete, and he didn't want to come in game time clothes. Like you see when they have to go to the locker room, when they come into the building, that's game time. Get off the jet.
Yeah, but
that's game time.
If you're an athlete, you're a professional athlete. You got money. You think you frequent these places a lot that you just want to come comfortable.
Yeah.
I get it.
Right.
But at the same time,
true.
it's like
that's so true.
But it's like, come on, man.
You stepping out. It's game time.
Yeah,
I think any time out is game time.
You're talking about a 5-star restaurant. Like
I don't care if it costs soda and nuggets.
Look.
Yeah, but I guess that's another topic too. But
Places for yard
I just feel like we always talk about guys not knowing how to match energy and outfits.
Yeah,
like
because
my
they
thing
think
is
they can throw money.
It doesn't matter. I still every time I go out, I'm trying to kill it. I'm trying to torch this fucking place. Like when you see me out, I want you to know, like, fuck this motherfucker.
And you're communicating to this woman that you care.
That,
you care. You care about yourself and you care about her too, because you represent it. Like,
my
okay.
thing is, like, I always appreciate the time a woman puts in to getting ready for a
But I
situation.
mean, a place like that, it should never be sweats. This guy showed up in FUBU. Come on, man.
FUBU, Nobu.
Terrible. I don't care who you are.
Okay, wait. Okay, so round 2, what did he come in?
Well, round 2, he took me on a vacation, so it didn't count.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well.
Okay. Well, then.
And
Go ahead and look comfortable in that.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, he was okay. But the other one that I was talking about, he also is in basketball, but he showed up. I mean, the first time we went on a date, he looked nice. So the second time, I wasn't expecting him to show up in sweats, and I was looking really nice. And then I was just like, this is really lame. I actually kind of felt like it was like a friends catch-up type of dinner. Like it wasn't even anything romantic. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why?
Let me ask you this real quick. I'll let you go, Coy, but do you feel like how a man dress articulates what his intentions are in this situation?
It's so hard to tell, to be honest, because like, you know, I feel like some men just don't think that far into it. I personally like when a guy dresses up, but it just depends.
I think every woman does. I think I don't care. I just think every woman looks at the guy in the tailored outfit.
Even the most humble girls I know.
Yeah, even the most humble girls. Oh, I'll take my man in baggy jeans and Jordans.
They still appreciate it.
I feel like every woman looks at the guy in the tailored outfit, whether it's tailored jeans with a tailored button up or a tailored.
But if you are talking about a quote unquote professional athlete, he doesn't care. He thinks it's a favor for her to be out with him.
Yeah,
So he doesn't
That's a good point.
Yeah, bro. But you are still auditioning to get pussy.
Yeah.
No offense.
But he could get it anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually.
I mean,
now that I think about it, if anybody that wore something like that with me, which is only those 2 people, they didn't care because they knew they could get it anywhere else.
Yeah. But
so they didn't really value the.
What do they say? You could drive a car with your feet, and you can also get food from a trash can. So you could say whatever you want to say. He could get it. You can also get food from a trash can.
Because his mentality is like, if you don't like it, guess what? I'll find the next girl that doesn't. That's okay with it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. If the restaurant lets me in, this is how I'm rocking.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's his audition too. Like, look, let's see if she's okay with some sweats.
Yeah, but my thing is like I mean, trust me when I tell you, like if she's here with you with that. The guy that's like, whoa, like you are only, dropping her level because when the guy comes in the tailored suit, it's like, because he's gonna look at her like, oh, you're wearing that?
Yeah, exactly.
We're supposed to compliment each other. That's how I see it. If we're not complimenting each other, then we're just not. You don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Like that's how
I ain't gonna hold you. I went out. I was going out to dinner with a friend, and she pulled up. And we were going from my house. I came downstairs and I was like, I'm going back upstairs to change. And she said, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm not leaving looking like this when you looking like that. That is for damn sure not going to happen.
Yeah.
I said we was going here and she can't. I was like, oh, no.
Now that I think about it, I actually snap a pic every single time before I leave. Not that it matters, but like I still snap a pic.
Because
and I'll be like,
it matters because I'd like to know what she's wearing.
Exactly. Outfit. Okay. Because when I came there, I was like, give me 15 minutes. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, nah, it's not going to be me.
Yeah.
There's been times you told me you stopped at a store to get something on the way out.
I stopped. There is plenty of times. We going here? Hey, look, I need to make a quick stop real quick. Well, what are you talking about? I just need to make a quick stop. Quick stop. Got a whole outfit. She was like, you really didn't have to do that. The fuck I did not. It is not going to be me.
Yeah, no.
I guarantee you.
I'm not going to be lacking.
No, it's not going to be me because trust me, they're going, oh, she's with this dusty guy over here on table 4.
Right.
That's
There
not
you
going to
go.
be me. That is perception. I don't care what anybody says. It's perception. I will take the homie with the tailored suit from Goodwill than the $1 million dude in sweats and a backwards cap any day of the week. I need a wingman, not a flyboy.
Yeah, I think most women would agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's
Most
true.
definitely. No, I mean, even that night, what's funny too is, even that night at Nobu, it was a group thing. So, like, we had all.
That was a guest,
going
too.
on with,
Yeah.
That was,
with a group. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right.
that was so funny. I was guest Nobu.
I thought that was hilarious because that night that was the first night we met, and he tried to get me to come back. And I was like, hell to the no. You're not going to
He was already in
disrespect me like
comfortable
this.
clothing. He's already in comfortable clothing.
Yeah, I know. He was already ready to
Probably
go.
didn't even have drawers on. Pause. If that's what he wasn't ready.
Strip club,
Just
wardrobe.
sweats. Gray sweats. You already know
What's worse
He
than
was wearing gray
sweats?
sweats. Yes,
He was?
What's
There's nothing worse than sweats on a
basketball shorts?
Flip flops,
That's
maybe.
worse.
I don't know.
Flip-flops, yeah.
Don't ever
He
wear
was
flip-
wearing
guys.
flip flops.
No,
No, he wasn't. He had them chocolates.
Sweats,
He had the chocolates on.
Where he was wearing the socks with the
flip
slides.
flops are the
Oh, he had
worst.
the socks with the
The
with
slides.
the
you are.
With the slip-ons?
Wait. Let me ask you this.
fresh from practice.
He was out of. He was coming from. He didn't live in town. I'm trying to shoot this man bail.
Slides.
He wasn't
with
living in
socks.
town. He's an out of towner. He was only in for the night.
No. He's from
Basketball
here.
player,
He's
huh?
from here, but he was in town for the summer. Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
we were at the one in Malibu too. Yeah, but you know what? Everyone knows him now. Everyone knew him, so like they knew.
Let me
like,
explain
no
something
one
to
could
you.
fuck with him like that.
Yeah, but let me explain something to you. Everybody knows the guy that doesn't come correct.
Right.
Let me explain something to you. You know the person. You know the homegirl. You got to tell your other friends about. Like, hey, look, she's a little extra. I don't, she gets a little wild. You get what I'm saying? You know, all of us guys, we know the homie is like, hey, bro, you gotta, it's a nice event. You gotta become, you gotta put. We all had that friend.
Yeah,
we
they
all
don't get
had
an
that
invite.
friend.
They
So
don't
trust
get
me when
the-
I
they
tell
don't
you.
get the invite.
Yeah, everybody knows him because everybody knows him.
Yeah.
Like, he's coming.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think
Yeah.
that there are certain men that, I may not agree with this, but that can get away with just dressing how they want to dress because they have other attributes that are so strong that you're not really tripping
Oh, you
too
mean
much?
millionaire? Yeah, that's the only
No. I still know. I still say no.
Mm.
I still say no. I still say no. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
a friend, not somebody that I'm trying to date.
Okay,
Yeah.
a friend.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, actually, funny. It's like this is hilarious. I actually just went out to lunch with another one of my. He is really just a friend though, and he's also a basketball player. And I was wearing, I always dress nice though, even if it's out to lunch. Like I dress nice, like I'll wear like khakis and some heels or something, something cute. And I wore something cute like that, and he showed up wearing exactly what I just described at Nobu. And I was just like, well, we're friends, so I don't really care.
Damn.
I don't expect you to, I didn't expect anything of that. But yeah.
Yeah.
it's
I
funny.
mean, I mean, I get it. It is what it is. But we've taken enough of your time, Ginger.
Oh no, I love talking about this stuff.
I know.
I will say yes, it does matter for sure. Like if I will look at you different and be like, oh, and I'll call him out too. I'll be like, oh, you're comfy. Like I don't care.
Oh, you're comfy.
I always do.
The nightcap on.
I guess you stepped out
Yeah,
for the night.
I'd want you to look
The sleep
nice.
mask?
I would want you to look
The
nice.
sleep mask.
All right, Ginger, we are going to let you go, but we will have a Ginger episode because there's a lot more that
Another one.
everybody wants to deep dive on.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you to the
Curious.
moon and back, and we're going to catch up soon, all right?
For sure.
Okay, cool.
See you
All right, talk to you
later.
later.
Take it easy.
Damn. You see how quickly I got off tangent? But that's because of the fact, like she said, she went out a lot this year, and she knows what she brought to the table, and she saw what they brought to the table. And even when I always say to guys, Doug, money ain't enough.
No, it's not.
I don't care what anybody says. To some women, money is enough, but trust me when I tell you, she's probably going to get what she's lacking on the other side of that
Exactly.
from someone else. Like they always, because they have that billionaire meme when you're dating the billionaire, when you walk in on your billionaire husband cheating on you. And oh my God, my bad. Let me leave. No, he likes that. He likes that. And then it walks out. Nah, and like I mean, like they say, bro, like money is not in the top 5 of anybody's list. You know, and if it is, trust me, that list is looking kind of funky because you know there's other things that need to be put in order. But that was like I always say, put it like this, yeah, you're out and he's in sweats and he has a lot of money, but nobody fucking cares when you're out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Everybody, because 9 out of 10 times. That version of a lot of money is someone version as pocket change.
Yeah.
There's always someone more wealthier than you. There's always someone more, doing something better than you.
Yeah.
There's always
Plus,
someone.
if you got money, you're probably good with business, right? You should know how to come correct most of the time.
In any situation, let me explain something to you. If you are single and you're going out with a girl, just be tailored.
Just be clean.
Just be clean. Black button up, tailored jeans, white sneakers.
Come
clean.
correct.
Just clean. You don't even have to do everything wild. Just come clean. Like fuck, man. Like I get excited when I get to dress up. Hey man, shoot this flick of me. Hey, get this
for sure.
Like I'm here. I'm
live.
Yeah, I'm live. I'm here. Like feel the outfit. Like I'm trying to walk in. Looking like I'm him.
Yeah, stunting.
Energy.
Exactly.
Energy. First of all, I want to thank everybody for listening. Whether you listen to it on Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or you downloaded that Men Don't Know podcast app, I can't thank y'all enough. Merch store is open as always, but hit me up on Instagram at Men Don't Know, Twitter at Men Don't Know 1. Shoot me an email, chris@mendontknow.com, or hop on the mendontknow.com website and shoot me a message, fellas. We are out.
How many pictures are on Yelp? Pull up all these pictures and you're like, oh, that's the dessert you're eating? All right, Michelle. That's the candle? Okay, that's the same candle. I know where you're at.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes to an hour. Wait, can you run that long? No offense.
That's how I got married, dog. You know, my first date, bro.
Was that what you did?
Yeah, my first date with her.
And look at
I think a guy's more comfortable being alone than a girl, but I mean, that's a whole
Really?
nother
You think so?
subject. I think